questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you to our distinguished witnesses for being here today. As we look at supporting student athletes around the country, it is important that we provide a consistent legal framework that allows our student athletes to thrive. Federal NIL legislation is an important step towards this end. Mr. King, in the New Jersey State Senate, I voted to advance NIL rights through the New Jersey Fair Play Act. This bill ensured that New Jersey student athletes could receive compensation for use of their NIL. Could you share how the SCORE Act would ensure that students have equal opportunities for NIL rights, not just in New Jersey, but across this country?
Yeah, thank you for the question. And as we've talked about the House settlement, the draft discussion incorporates some of the key parts of the House settlement. And one of those is regulation of NIL agreements other than with the university, outside or third-party NIL. And the settlement and the draft discussion, as I read it, both have the common goal of no limit on student-athlete compensation, with one exception, and that is if it is not NIL. It's fake NIL or pay for play, and it involves a payor, a company that is associated or affiliated with the university. Other than that, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the New Jersey law, but other than that, an athlete's ability to earn NIL income from people outside the university remains the same.
Thank you. Ms. Montgomery, is there anything that you would like to add on the important impact of federal legislation protecting NIL rights?
The only thing I will add is, and I think you alluded to this, is the importance of how this will benefit our student athletes and being able to be informed and being educated as they make these life-changing decisions. A federal framework will now, regardless if you're being recruited by an institution in the state of New Jersey or an institution in the state of Georgia, student athletes now know what that standard is instead of having to deem which one is appropriate and/or the competitiveness that starts there.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Kozad, as a student athlete yourself, you know firsthand the importance of maintaining academic integrity while allowing students to receive reasonable compensation for their name, image, and likeness. Could you share how this legislation would benefit student athletes like yourself?
Thank you for that question. Legislation of this nature would benefit student athletes like me because I'm the type of student athlete you don't hear about on the SEC Top 10. And yet there are hundreds of thousands of us out there that are just as capable on capitalizing on NIL and doing a really great job at it. So having universal NIL rules would create that environment where we could all capitalize equally and move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Montgomery, it is important that higher education institutions can ensure academic integrity while supporting their student athletes' NIL rights. What provisions are important to ensure academic integrity is maintained?
Thank you again for that question. I think first and foremost, the ability from an NCAA perspective to maintain our academic eligibility standards. That is something that keeps college athletics at its core, and that's the academic component. When it comes to the name, image, and likeness, I look at this as an enhancement for our student athletes, but it's important that regardless of the framework and the direction that moves forward, higher education and academic and the current eligibility status remain prominent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all to every one of our witnesses here today, and I yield back.